Hello, I'm Roger, and in a previous video, I showed some speakers and explained the operation and how they work. Today I'd like to show you some additional speakers, but in these speakers, the driver is actually going to be a little toy motor. The operation is a little bit different than what we saw with the magnet and the coil. So let's take a closer look and see how they operate. Speakers work by energizing a coil, which then alternates from being attracted and repelled to a permanent magnet. Now in these speakers we're going to replace the coil magnet with a little toy motor. Now these motors use a direct current. If I hook it up to a battery, it should spin in one direction. And if I can get the wire hooked up here. There we go, off it goes. And if I were to reverse it, it would spin in the opposite direction. What about an alternating current? That would make it move back and forth. Well, that's the type of current that's going into a speaker. So if I were to take the wires from my amplifier and plug it onto this little motor, it's not going to make it spin around. It's going to make the shaft vibrate, which in turn is going to make the wooden dowel vibrate, and then we can conduct sound to all sorts of things. For example, if I take it up to the camera, when I hold the dowel against the lens, the sound is going to be conducted through the camera body into the microphone, and it's going to let you hear this sound. All right, now if I want to hear this, all I have to do is bite down on this stick, and I can hear the music very clearly. The vibrations are actually being conducted not through the air, but through my jaw into my skull, and then that's by the ear canal, so that's how the sound is going to be processed. So if I want to hear it myself, I can bite on this, but if I want everybody to hear it, I can turn it into a speaker. And so let's look at doing that. All right, let me turn up the sound. All right, I can feel the motor vibrating, and let's see if we can amplify it against this styrofoam cup. So the cup is acting as a small speaker. Let's see if we can improve that, make it a little bit more permanent with this one. Here I have a foam plate, and if I hold this motor up against it, now let's try it with the motor that's actually mounted to this plate. Let me switch the cords here. So there's my foam plate speaker that's driven by a little toy motor. I have another version here. This one's much simpler. It is a cardboard base that is supporting that foam plate. Once again, it's the little toy motor that's acting as the driver. And let's hook up the wires to it. Well, I hope you found these speakers made with plates and little toy motors interesting. Come back and see me again because I have some other things I'd like to show you. Okay, bye.